Hi friends, welcome to Data Science and AI Quest. In this post, we would be talking about the concept of measures of dispersion. First, the range of a dataset and its measurement. A measurement of dispersion can tell you about the inequalities in the dataset, thereby improving the understanding of the relative differences in values of any data within, thereby improving the understanding of the data. Dispersion is the extent to which values in a distribution differ from the average of the distribution. To quantify the extent of the variation, there are the measures, namely number 1, range, number 2, quartile deviation, number 3, mean deviation, number 4, standard deviation. Apart from these measures which give a numerical value, there is also a graphical method for estimating dispersion over any given sample. Range and quartile deviation measures the dispersion by calculating the spread within which the values lie, that is mean, deviation and standard deviation, which calculate the extent to which the values differ from the average value. So now the measurement based upon the spread of values. So we will be taking this measurement of range. So how this range is calculated? Range denoted by R in this example is the difference between the largest, that is denoted by capital L, and the smallest value. The smallest value denoted by capital S, and this is computed over the entire distribution of the data. Thus the range is given by the formula R is equal to L minus S, where again we will repeat, R denotes the range between the values, L denotes the largest value in the given distribution class, S denotes the smallest value in the given distribution class. If there is a high value of range between the provided values, then it implies that there is also a higher dispersion between the provided values. So let us take an activity to see and understand the concept of dispersion of data using the given data such as 30, 40, 50, 60 and then 210. So the first activity is calculate the range of the given sample data. So here we can see that the lowest data is 30 and the highest data item is 210. So the range is 210 minus 30, that is 180. The second activity is to calculate the range if the value, that is 210, is not present in the data set. So after the removal of 210, which was the largest value earlier, now the data comes around with the lowest data is 30 as intact. The highest data has changed, that is from 210 the highest data has been changed to 60, and thus the range has also completely changed from 180 to 30, as 60 minus 30 is 30. The next activity that we are doing would be just a simple trivia on the same data, but here what happens is that if 50 is replaced by 150, so we are removing 150 from the given data and 50 is replaced by this 150, then what is the range obtained? As we see that in the given data, that is 30, 40, 60, 150 and 210, if 150 is removed and 50 takes place of the 150, then the lowest data is still remaining intact, that is 30. the highest data is still remaining intact, that is 210. So the range is 210 minus 30, that is 180. So we see that the range does not get changed even after one of the elements over the entire dataset has been changed, which was not either lowest or the highest data. So we'll rephrase about range. Range is affected by extreme values in the dataset, and range is not based on all the values in the entire dataset, and it is not based on all the values in the dataset. So as long as the maximum and the minimum values do not change or remain unaltered in the dataset, any change in either of the values do not affect the range. So this will be all in this topic, that is calculation of dispersion of data distribution and the measurement of range over the sample data. So if you like this post and found it informative, then please like, share if possible, and subscribe for forthcoming topics over statistics, mathematics, data science and AI. Hence, thanks again for watching Data Science and AI Quest. Keep tuned.